let's practice skip counting. What is skip counting? Skip counting is when we count things by a different way, not just by one. For example, on this number chart, if I want to get to 100, I can't count by one. That means one hop each time to go to the next number. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, so forth until I get to 100. There's 10, 11, continuing, and on, 15, 16. But that's taking me a long time. And I want to get all the way down there. So what we can do is we can group numbers by skipping the names of some of them and jumping in a pattern. Because, for example, if these are cookies, these red dots, and I was to count them, I would count by one by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so forth, 10, 11, 12. What if I want to count by 2 to make things a little easier? I can. Counting by 2 would mean I jump 2 times. That's 1 jump, and there's 2. So I would say the 2. I would not say the 1, so that's a quiet number, just for now. I would skip the 3 and say the 4. Skip 1 and go to the next second one. That's 6. Skip. There's the 8. Skip. 10. Skip. 12. Skip. 14 and so forth. I'm still counting the ones I'm skipping. I'm just not saying their name. And it's getting me, excuse me, to 100 a little faster. So if I wanted to count these dots by 2, I can count by 2s and I can practice counting by 2s if I don't know yet. So I'll just say the 2, the 3 squared. So 4, 6, 8, 10. One more time. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. If I count my cookies by 2, I can put them in groups of 2. There's 2 in that group. There's 2 in that one. 2 right there. And same thing. I can just go ahead and count them by 2. And I'll be counting a little faster than counting by 1. So I could say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I skipped these numbers that I scratched out, and I got to 12 a little faster. Now, when we count by 2, there's actually a pattern that we are counting by even numbers. All of these ending in a 2 will be the ones that I'm saying the name of. And then the ones ending in a 4, those ending in a 6, those ending in an 8, and those ending in a 0. What are these even numbers? Well, those that I scratched out are odd numbers. Even numbers, if you take them and separate them into 2 groups, you're going to get the same amount. Here's group 1 and group 2. Let's try an odd number first. Here's my 3. If I have 3 cookies and I want 2 people to have the same amount, I wonder if I can do that. I bring 1 cookie here. I bring another cookie for this person so that they both have even amounts. And there's 1 left. So number 3 is not an even number. It's odd because there's 1 left that I cannot give to either of them. Otherwise, they are not going to have a fair amount. Okay, well, what about the number? Let's try the 4. I'm going to try the 4 to see if it's an even number that I can divide into even groups, or an odd number that I cannot divide into even groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I want this person to have a cookie and this person to have a cookie. There's still some left, so I give this person a cookie and this person a cookie. They're all the cookies. Is there anything left? Nope. So both persons have the same amount and there's nothing left. So number 4 is an even number, even Steven. They both get the same share of cookies. Number 5 is an odd number. Number 6 is an even. 7 is odd and 8 is even. 9 is odd and 10 is even. So our even numbers end in a 2 or a 4 or a 6 or an 8 or a 10. And as you practice more, you'll get better at that. Let's look at counting by 5. If I am counting by 5, same thing. I can jump 5 times and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quiet, 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 quiet. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's also a pattern. 5. The pattern. I'm quieting all of those, and I'm saying all these that end in a 5. So these are quiet, and all of these that end in a 0. So my pattern is numbers that end in a 5 or 0 when I count by 5. Okay, we're going to count by 5 just a little bit here. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And I got from 1 all the way to 100 really quickly. Not fast, because I was counting by 5. So if I take all of these cookies and I want to count them, one thing I could do, one fun thing about counting by 5, even by 10, if I line them up, I'm going to line up 5 cookies. And then I'm going to line up the next ones. If I'm counting coins, cookies, or whatever I'm counting, if I line them exactly in line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I know I have 5 there. The next ones, I don't even count them. All I got to do is line them up exactly in a line. And I can pretty much just count them by 5. I don't have to, right now I'm not even counting them. I'm just lining them up. I'm not even saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already know that there's a line of 5, and anything else I line up is going to be another line of 5. Unless I do a really crooked, but I don't, because I'm trying to line them up to count them by 5. So I'm going to stop about right here. I just have a few more to line up to count by 5. You gotta make them in a nice straight line. And again, I just lined up my first row. Now I'm going to count by 5. So I say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right here, I have 25 cookies. It's easier to count by 5 when I have a big amount than counting one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It takes a lot longer to count them one at a time. So I can line up one row, line up the next ones, and then just count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 cookies right there. So that's counting by 5. You need to practice counting by 5 as well. And let's take a look at counting by 10. And it's pretty much the same thing. What we're doing is just jumping 10 times. From an invisible 0, we jump 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's my 10. This is the one I get to say. All of these, their names are quiet, but I'm still counting them. They're just behind the 10. All this line is quiet because that's 10 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's my 10th one. These are quiet. So here's my 10th one. Same thing. And there's my pattern. When I count by 10, all of these numbers are ending in 0. So I just continue. Let's count. From 0 to get all the way to 100 by 10. It's one of the fastest ways to count. So I can say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's a lot faster than 1, 2, 3. This just takes longer to count by 1. We still need to know how to count by 1. But there's other ways to count things. And in this case, counting by 10 is the first one. We'll be practicing more skip counting because we need it for multiplication. That's what multiplication pretty much has. A lot of patterns of just counting by 2s, by 3s, by 4s, by 5s. Multiplication is it's gonna be very important that you know how to skip count. So practice your skip counting. That's all for now.